Hello my spiritual lovelies, and welcome to your monthly angel guidance reading. Just while you're sat there, if you're new to my channel, then think of a number 1 to 3 in your head for me and just focus on that number and ask the angels for some guidance for you today, and we will see what January 2018 has in store for you. Now, with angel card readings, we do ask the angels to come in. I do ask them to guide me when I am reading the cards that you have chosen, or the number, if you're thinking of a number right now. And with that energy, we can focus on how to best get through each month of the year, what guidance we have, and where is best to focus our energy and focus our intention for the year ahead. So I do put a monthly card box up on my Facebook every month, and usually give people 24 hours before I post the video. So if you do want to get involved with that, I've dropped the Facebook link down below in the description box, so feel free to come on over and like the Facebook page as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Without further ado, we'll get on and see what the angels have got in store for you in the month of January. So anyone who was drawn to the number 1 or picked number 1 on the Facebook post, the angels are really coming close to you right now, and they're giving you this increased energy card. There you go. You have to mind my nail because I broke my nail today. So it says, "Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for filling me with the unlimited energy of divine love and light." Okay, so Archangel Raphael is all about healing. He's all about really uplifting your energy and, you know, bringing you the healing, comforting energy to give you the energy boost that you need, which is why he's come up in this card. So when it says increased energy, those of you that were drawn to number 1, it's basically the angels want to give you a perspective, an idea of how to increase your energy levels. So those of you that would have been drawn to number 1, you may be thinking you're a bit low, you're a bit down on energy, you don't really have the get up and go to, put the intention into the task that it is that you want to achieve. So you're feeling a little bit low, feeling a little bit lost there, just tired and not really got the motivation to get up and do what it is you want to do. So Archangel Raphael's come in there and he's giving you that upliftment. He's giving you that boost of energy that you need to push through and really make your intentions, your New Year resolutions maybe, really sort of, make them a reality, make them something that you really can put your intention into and make the best of. Certainly to give you that energy boost, to give you the motivation to get going and make a start with whatever it is that you've put your mind to wanting to change this new year. You could get little signals of knowing when to rest, or knowing how much energy you should put into something and when to stop, how much energy to give other people, the motivation to exercise or do more with your fitness levels, as it's well known that exercise, fitness, general activities motivate you to, give you that boost. They do give you more energy, believe it or not. If you go out and you get active and you go out and you do more exercise, then that really does, it triggers endorphins and it triggers that adrenaline within you, and that gives you more energy. Another thing, you could get ideas to cut out caffeine or alcohol or anything that makes you sluggish. So, anything that really sort of makes you feel a bit deflated, and that could be other people's energy around you. Like I said, it can be addictions to caffeine especially, it lifts you for a little while but it's short term, so then you feel sluggish again. So Archangel Raphael is definitely going to come in and he's really going to give you that light energy to be able to stick to your guns and stick to those New Year's resolutions of getting out, maybe being more active, giving up the caffeine, resting when you need to, try not to burn yourself out, know when enough is enough. So if you pick number 1, then really this month I feel that the angels really want you to focus on yourself, self-care, really sort of focus your intentions on how much energy you're using, and if it's in an effective way as well. Because, you know, if you've got people around you that are sapping your energy all the time, then maybe it's a good time to, you know, cut the contact a little bit, or not necessarily cut them out completely, but just how much time you spend with them. So that's definitely what Archangel Raphael is saying in there. Number 2, you have the unconditional joy card. Okay, so it's quite funny actually, because in all 3 cards Archangel Raphael is present, so I would definitely say his energy is a big factor when it comes to 2018. I'll talk more about him at the end of the card reveals. So going into number 2, it says unconditional joy. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me appreciate everything that makes me happy right now. Okay, you know exactly what I'm going to say if you're a regular watching these videos. But basically, gratitude is something that's a big factor in creating more joy in your life. When you're grateful for something, you manifest more of that thing. If you're constantly moaning about something, or you're constantly anxious or angry about something, then you're going to manifest more of that as well. The universe does not see negative and it doesn't see positive. It just sees what you're sending out there. So really what Archangel Raphael is saying here is that he really wants to guide you in being grateful for the things that you have around you, the small things that make you happy. We're not talking millions in the bank here, or winning on a scratch card, or, you know, somebody giving you an elaborate gift. We're not talking those things. They're material things. Unconditional joy are the little joys that you get from the people around you. They're when somebody helps you without asking, or just the sheer fact that you're healthy and you're happy, you have a roof over your head, your children are healthy, you have a loving pet, anything like that that brings you unconditional joy. Another good thing, again, which can link to card number 1, is getting outside and just breathing the fresh air, looking at the green on the trees, really breathing in the energy of what's outside. Because I feel if you're cooped up too much inside, then basically that can really bring you down a bit, and you're not going to feel very, you know, you're not going to feel happy about just being inside all the time. So really just try and be grateful for the things you have. And make more time to appreciate those things is what I want to say. I feel the Archangel Raphael here is really sort of saying to you, you know, laughter, joy and happiness, appreciation and gratitude really naturally lift your spirit. We are love sentient beings. We are not really materialistic when it comes to spiritual ways. I mean, yes, mentality, we like material things. It makes us feel good when we can afford those things, but deep down in our soul we are just naturally light beings that just appreciate love and joy that's all around us. So really take the time this month to maybe write a list. What is it around you that you're grateful for? What makes you happy? What are the things that really move you emotionally and really make your heart chakra open up and feel the love within your life? And give as well, I feel. I want to say. I feel that he wants to say maybe give that unconditional love back as well. So really focus on what unconditional love means for you this month, number 2. And the more you are appreciative and the more gratitude you have, the more you'll find your life will start to reflect those and pick up in those areas for you. All right, so that was number 2. Number 3, you have relationship. Yeah, relationship. Okay, so again, Archangel Raphael, thank you for healing and guiding all of my relationships upon the path of love. Okay, now usually when you get a relationship card, especially when it comes to angel guidance, angel healing, it can mean all of the relationships in your life. So relationships with your parents, relationships with your children, relationships with your friends, your bosses, romantic relationships. But this one's specifically focusing on romantic relationships, I'm feeling. Because if you look at the card in depth, you've got what looks like a lovers there, 2 lovers there under the Archangel guidance you know, just smiling and getting to know each other. So really what I want to feel with this relationship card is focusing on the relationships you already have. And I feel that's a big thing. I think so many people will enter a relationship and it's all nice in the beginning, isn't it? It's all, you know, fairy dust and happiness and, you know, the electric energy and everyone's all happy. And then the real people start to come out, what I call the real people. Because when you first meet somebody, you do put an air and, you know, you've got your airs and graces on, the rose tinted glasses are on, you know, everything's all happy and lovely and everybody's perfect. And then once you start getting to know people, then you start to see they're not so perfect and they're human and they have flaws and maybe they irritate you or they're not, you know, living up to the expectation that you had of them. But what you've got to remember, I feel, those of you that are in long-term relationships this month, is exactly why you got with that person in the first place. What was it that attracted you in the first place? Because believe it or not, that's probably still there, but it may have manifested into something else. So really think about why you're together, the happier times of your relationship, what it is about the person that you actually find attractive in the first place, and appreciate that. So definitely focus more on the good parts of your relationship, the nice parts of your partner, not the grumpy parts when they come home from work and they've had a horrible day and they're banging about and they're reaching for the wine bottle again, or whatever it is that they're doing that you think, oh God, here they go again. Try not to focus on that. Try and focus on what it is about them that drew you in the first place, what it is about them that gets you, you know, makes you happy, makes you think, well, there you are, yeah, that's the person that I fell in love with. And if they're not showing so many of them traits, then maybe communicate. Maybe see if you can get them to express what it is that's holding them back. What's on their mind? Why have they suddenly become this shadow of the person that you fell in love with? Because I guarantee the person's still there. It's usually outside factors that will bring a person down, make them feel deflated, grumpy. They could be snappy. They may not be paying you attention like they did before. And if they're not, tell them. Relationships won't work unless you communicate. But communicate in a respectful way. You know, none of this throwing your tantrums. No, I'm going to throw my toys out the pram. You're not paying attention to me. You're taking too long to text me back. Why this? Why that? Why are you looking at that? Blah, blah, blah. You know, none of that. Just try and get into the root of, okay, well, I'm feeling a bit, is everything all right? I'm feeling a bit neglected, or, you know, I'm feeling a bit low. And ask questions, but without having a full-blown paddy because you're not getting your own way. Relationships are a two-way street. They're not a one-way street. It's not all about you. So really try and interact with your partner in the way that they're feeling appreciated, that you're taking the time and interest to notice that they're not happy at the moment. Something is on their mind and they have changed. So, you know, definitely sort of look into that more and try and support your partners. You'll find your relationship will become much better if you can do that. On the other hand, Archangel Michael is saying, Archangel Michael's coming in now because we're supposed to be with Raphael, but he's coming in as well. So he's coming in and he is saying, if you are feeling taken advantage of, now is a time to stand your ground and tell the person, you are taking advantage of me. I am doing everything possible to accommodate you and you're just riding on my back. And if you're unhappy with that, you do need to stand your ground. And Archangel Michael will assist you if you ask him to with that. The other part with the relationship card I do want to say is if you're entering a new relationship, if you are coming to a point where you've just met somebody and you're a bit fearful, you know, if you've been hurt in the past, so you're a bit fearful, don't be afraid to open your heart. Don't be afraid to be yourself. And please do not change who you are just to accommodate a new love because you want them to like you more. Don't do that, because it was just going to ruin things in the long run. You know, if you're starting off on a fake foot, you're not going to have a very genuine relationship, are you? So make sure you're honest and open and you really do just be yourself when you start a new relationship. Another thing I find people struggle with when it starts with new relationships is they want their new partner's interest and attention all the time. Now, bear in mind these people were single, and you're just starting to date, or you're just starting the relationship. You know, they've had a lot of time maybe, or time where they've been able to do what they want when they want without having to think about another person's feelings. And like all relationships, especially it seems with men, they need time to adjust. They need time to adjust into it. They need to like flow into it gently. You can't expect them to be at your beck and call all the time. You can't expect them to dote on you every day. So really just enjoy this beginning part, getting to know each other. You know, some people get nervous when they haven't heard from somebody in a few hours or 12 hours or a day, and they get nervous if they haven't seen them for a day. Enjoy that excitement of, oh, when am I going to see them next? Without panicking about, well, they haven't contacted me in 12 hours. That must mean that they're cheating on me, or they're sleeping with somebody else. It probably doesn't mean that at all. It probably just means that they're new to this. They don't want to come over across as being too in your face, or they just want baby steps into it because they've actually got their own life. They've actually got the independence going on, that they want to do what they want to do, and they want to be with you. They want to be with their friends as well, or they want to be with you, but they also want time to do whatever it is they do in their spare time. Maybe play music, maybe they play computer games, maybe they do YouTube videos, maybe they do something that's not, you know, where they need time to themselves. So you have to respect that and just enjoy the new relationship. I guarantee the more you just relax and the more you just enjoy that relationship and that beginning part where there's not really any pressure, you know, you're not living together, you're not in each other's pockets all the time, you know, it's very independent and it can be fun. So have fun. You don't have to be committed and wrapped up in each other 24/7 when you first start a relationship. Have fun with it. So those were the 3 cards for 2018, January's angel guidance there. Archangel Raphael was in every single one of those cards. So, you know, interestingly, Archangel Raphael is a healing angel. And most of those cards did relate in ways to how you come across as a person, or what it is you can do for yourself as a person. So it's very much inner thinking, I think, inner feeling, what's going on around you, what's on your mind, what it is you want to change. And it's very interesting that he should come in with those cards actually on this January 2018, because it is New Year and a lot of people will have you know, New Year's resolutions. They will want to change things. They will want to better themselves. It's very, very high energy. Let's do this. Let's get out there and change, you know, who I am and make my life better in 2018. And really, I think everyone is capable of doing that. I won't go too much into the law of attraction or how you can manifest or how you can really have tips on, you know, putting those thoughts into action and making them a reality, because I want to do another video on that. So this one's just purely about what the angels brought in on the card guidance for you. So yeah, I will wish you a happy 2018. Obviously we'll be back next month in February. Please, if you haven't already and you want to, subscribe to the channel, like the video. If you've got any comments for me, or if you want to know anything to do with angels or spirituality, anything like that, then just drop me a comment and I will do my best to accommodate you. But until then, have a brilliant, happy New Year. Really make the most of 2018, and I wish you all the happiness and luck in the world. Bye for now.